everyone, it is Andrea, and today I'm coming at you with my current kind of mid-year reading journal flip through. I recently got on the reading journal journey. I actually started one earlier this year and then I gave up. But I was like, okay, what if I make some stickers for it? Okay, what if I do this? And then we ended up here. So I have shown a couple of flip throughs on my Instagram, both my sticker shop Instagram, which I will link down below. It is Scribble Prints Co, as well as my personal Instagram, which is Read with Draw. So I have both of those in case you want to give a follow or see any of the posts that have led me to this point. But if you didn't know, I am using a Notebook Therapy notebook. It is the pink with the gold edge. As you can see, she's getting quite thick. I am completely obsessed with her. So let's go ahead and get into the flip through. I will try and tell you where everything is from and link everything down below. So let's go ahead and flip her open. This is the front page. I haven't decided if I want to put a sticker over this or not. Then if we flip the page, we do have kind of the intro, which just says 2024 reading journal. I will have a 2025 version if you want to pick that up. It will be coming to the shop within the next week or two, along with a bunch more new releases that y'all have requested. I have a really long list that I'm working through as we speak, but that is this sticker. I will also link the colored pencils that I use down below, as well as a glitter pen that I use throughout as well, which I'll maybe insert some like clips of. But this sticker sheet here, there's actually two featured, and it is both of the Princess Academia sheets. And I also just drew a bunch of little, you'll see, kind of like star-ish shapes in colors that I thought matched, as well as the stars that were on the deco sheet itself. Then I do have my swatches page. This is the artist sticker sheet, one of them. There's three of them. And then the swatches stickers. Again, I will link the colored pencils I use down below. Then I have my yearly goals, which my yearly goals are read 100 books, at least 50 of them being novels, because in the beginning of the year, I was reading a lot of graphic novels and a lot of children's books, but I think that I'm going to crush my goal this year. I hope. Let's just put out all the good vibes. Then read new genres, at least 5. So I will be doing a genre tracker. I already designed it. It's going to be coming out, like I said, I think probably next week actually. And I think I'm also doing pretty good on this goal. Start and keep up with my reading journal. Here we are, as well as get through 50% of my current TBR. Likely not to happen. Then I have my rating system, which I feel like I'm always like kind of lost on like how I'm rating books. And then on the outside of here, I have some of these sparkles, which are available in the shop as a sticker sheet, as well as the strawberry deco. And then I do have these long boxes with the numbers, as well as the yearly goals rating system swatches are all on like a yearly sticker sheet, which is kind of like a variety pack. Then I have my monthly favorites. So how I decided to do this was on the left. I do have the book version 3, which is the smallest version of a book that I currently have, so that I can do all 12 of the books that I pick for my favorite of the month. I decorated this page with the crystals, which I think are really, really pretty. I used 2 sheets of those because I am decorating 2 pages. The little letters down here are from the letters page, and I just kind of layered them over top of each other. I think it looks really cool. It gives it that almost like the stamped label maker look. The monthly favorites is from the, which I should actually color that in, is from one of those variety sticker sheets. And then over here, this is on Shelves version 3, where it is 12 books, and you kind of narrow it down into a bracket for 6 books, narrow it down into a bracket to 3 books, and then that will be 1. So as you can see, these are the monthly picks moved over, and then you have what I chose for the bracket there. Then I'm going into my series tracker. I feel like I need to like go through and like look at series and see what the current vibes are. I think a lot of series though, I don't know where they end, especially the ones that are like independent standalones. I'll have to do like some research to see if it's known, because I am in between like a bazillion series, I feel like. So this is just the 2 that I've currently read, which is Heartless Hunter, as well as the Once Upon a Broken Heart series. And I just used some witch deco up top just because that's the vibes I was feeling. Over here for book club, I just put in Bestie Book Club. I could have used the bigger books. This is book 3. I could have used book 2. I just wasn't thinking, and we didn't start book club until April. And again, I just used the little letter stickers that are in my shop, and I think this looks really, really cute. Next is the alphabet challenge, which I am doing pretty good on. I'm currently reading a K, and then I just have Q, S, and Z left. So I'm going to be needing some books to finish those because I'm so close that I could taste it on finishing this challenge. I have the gummy candy sticker sheet around, as well as the rainbow reading challenge. Both of these are like individual sheets in the shop, and I did complete the rainbow reading challenge already. I feel like that one's pretty easy. The next one is book tracker. My goal is to read 100 books this year, and I am on number 62 completed. I am pretty proud of that. These books are available up to the number, like I think 126 or something like that. And then I do have them blank as well. And I will probably do like up to 200 at least and release those soon. But yeah, and then I just used some of the book stickers on the outside, and I did try and color some of them more like how the books look. Like this is Crescent City, this is Evelyn Hugo, this is Us, this is Fantastic Land, Iron Flame. Like I can tell what some of them are. Navigating You, Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Then we have my 5-star reads page. So I just used some of the shelves as well as some of the clouds deco. And this is just where I'm going to track all my 5-star reads. I considered changing this up because I am coming out with a bookshelf sticker, or a bookcase sticker, I guess. And I thought I might change it up, but I think I'm just going to save that for next year because I do really like the like stars on the outside for 5-star reads. And then over here, I'm going to be doing the genre tracker, which I will be having stickers, like I said, come out next week for that. Then we're moving into January. And this is a lot of like back planning or back keeping, I guess, of the months. The current only months that I've done kind of like real time is this month here, which is July, but everything else I kind of like back planned. So in the future, I kind of want to change, like starting from what you won't see yet, I want to change kind of how I like track the books, I guess, but I'll explain that when I get to the end. So for the months that I didn't plan on doing this, I just kind of did it a little differently. We'll show you. Stop talking, Andrea. Okay. So I put the books that I read that I didn't really have a lot other things to say besides the star rating on the left. I have January reads, and then I just picked kind of a deco sticker sheet from the shop that I felt matched the vibes. This Heartstopper sheet I will also link down below because that is from another shop. I don't remember the name. And then on the right, I just went ahead and put in books that I wanted to like have a little bit more information about. So Iron Flame I wanted to put in because it was kind of like a very anticipated book for me, and it ended up being a 4-star, and I feel like it was a 4-star because of the last like 100 pages. Otherwise it would have been like a 2.5. And then I just put in some fan art. There's a little border from our border sticker sheet. In all of the months then I also do have like a little ribbon, and I think that that is a fun way to mark the book that I chose for my favorite book of the month. I'm just using some of the different boxes as well as the different stickers here. If you're wondering what these are all like little letter stickers, and then these are full words. I also do have like the little icons, and like I said, I want to kind of change up how I do this in the future. This was just kind of back planning kind of situation, put in some quotes, but I don't really remember how I was feeling about the book, if that makes sense. Coffee break. Then if we move on to February, I just kind of did a more floral kind of vibes for this. I do have the books that I read that I didn't really want to add anything about, and then I had my favorite book was It Ends With Us. Again, I have some fan art on the bottom as well as some stickers from my shop. There are a couple stickers from Hobby Lobby here, like this one, and then there is a couple on this page as well. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Fan art, it starts with Us, which I read both of those back to back. I also put this in here. This is a Kindle sticker. It's like a gigantic Kindle sticker. It says Kindy on it because that's what I called my Kindle. It is currently available in purple. Way more people bought that than I thought they would, which is very exciting. And I'm actually going to be offering it with a white border, so you could either color it in or just leave it white. So that will be coming to the shop soon too. I also did put some stickers from Pipsticks around this one just because I thought it was kind of vibey. I feel like this is my Kindle's personality, is kind of like Y2K energy. Well, actually, the next like outside like cover for my Kindle is going to be like witchy, so very excited about that. So we're going to go ahead and flip to March. I did a lemon theme because my favorite book of this month was The 7-Year Slip. I put in a bunch of my favorite quotes. These are not even all of them. The 7-Year Slip, I feel like had so many like parts, especially whenever I was rewriting them down. I'm like, ooh, this hits. Ooh, this hits. So there's that. And then I also have Magnolia Parks. I accidentally printed this one out. This is all like, this is fan art, fan art, fan art. And then this is like a fan cast. And yeah, I just printed it out too big, so I decided to make like a little flap. But I loved Magnolia Parks. It gave me mega Gossip Girl vibes slash like it just felt very like drama-filled, rich kids. And I loved every second of it. And yeah, I just put in some of the quotes and also a thoughts section. Then we have Bride, which I also loved. And then, of course, Silver Flames, which took me so long to read. I feel like it needed a section, but like it was a pain in the butt. These frames are from the shop, and then I just printed pictures from fan art to put inside. April Reads was my first DNF of the year, which was the Encyclopedia of Fairies. It was the book club pick for this month, and I did not like it at all. I do need to color in reads, read a couple of books. I had some favorites this month. So we have The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Again, some fan art, some quotes in there. And this is my favorite book of April. And then we do have Don't Want You Like a Best Friend, which I loved this one as well. And I'm excited for the second one to come out. Again, some fan art. And this sticker here is again from Hobby Lobby. All the rest of the stickers are from my shop. Part of Your World was super good as well. I just put in 2 quotes and some, I think this is like from the Illuma crate. It was just like fan art in my eyes. And then Legends and Lattes, I put in the picture of the 2 special editions that I ordered. And then I did some fan art printouts with the frame from my shop here as well, because I just loved Legends and Lattes. I thought it was so cute. Kind of sad that the second one is a prequel, because I want more of like what's happening now. It's just so cozy, and like I'm just invested in the world and characters. Like all of the characters. Then we have May reads, which I didn't really read a ton in May. So I just have 4 books here. And then I decided to use a Pipsticks sticker sheet. This is like a whole sticker sheet. I think there was like 3 stickers left on the sheet. And I decided to kind of do just like, has like alien Y2K back to school energy. And I thought that was cute and like matched the colors of the books themselves, like the yellow, the blue, and then the green. So I thought that was cute just to like use up that sticker sheet, because I didn't have a lot of books I read in May, but I did read Once Upon a Broken Heart, and I knew I wanted to do a full page dedication to that. So we have the title, the star rating, the book. All of my books are either book 2 or book 3. If they're smaller, they're book 3. If they're this one, it's book 2. On the listings, I do put like what size you need to print your covers for. This book gave me all the feels, some fan art, and I just thought this looked really, really cute. Then we move on into June reads, which I just, again, didn't read a ton in June. I read 3 books, and then I also read The Paradise Problem, printed out some art for that as well, and then everything else is from my shop. I think this one looks really cute with the pink and the green. July reads, which I do have a DNF for Crescent City. I tried my best. It's like really depressing to look at the book and see how far I got in the audiobook. I got like 40-ish%, which of the book is like a whole book. So that's why I did count it towards the books read, because I read a book's worth of that book. I think that book technically has like 3 to 4 books worth of books in it. But anyways, it is a DNF for me. I might go back to it in the future if I do read Throne of Glass and really like it. I feel like I'll need to be a completionist and also then just finish up Crescent City, even though that is just like, they're just so big. And I was not vibing with it. I think Bryce is so annoying, and especially the narration, her voice, gets me over time. But it also just doesn't give me like mega fantasy vibes. It more gives me like dash of fantasy, more like detective show. I don't know. And it's so boring. And I know people are like, oh, it gets so good in the second book. I'm like, oh, like 1,000 pages into the series? 1,000? No. Okay. Read those books, and then Heartless Hunter, which I think as of right now is my favorite book that I've read this year. It is like a toss-up between this and The 7-Year Slip, but I feel like Heartless Hunter just lives rent-free in my mind, and I think it is so stinking good. It is enemies to lovers, but like actually enemies to lovers. Like there is like high stakes to this enemies to lovers situation, and just high stakes in general fantasy is my kind of fantasy. It either needs to be cozy or high stakes. There's no between at all. Love this. Super cute, highly recommend. And then after doing this spread, I bumped up the score of The Ballad of Never After, which is the second book in the Once Upon a Broken Heart series. I did a lot of fan art for this because I feel like there was so much more for this book. Though I was like, is any of these actually from the other book? I bumped it up to a 5-star because after doing this, I was like, okay, she's a 2-page spread. And I kind of am obsessed. So she's a 5-star. Again, living rent-free in my mind. And then we're kind of blank. So my thoughts and feels from now on, one thing that I wish I would have done, and I even said that I wanted to do prior, was set on a pen. Andrea, we're using 2 different pens. Why? Why are we doing this? So I did buy some Micron pens. I'll be hauling them in my next haul and like going through and swatching them for you. Really wish I would have just stuck to one pen. It bothers me. It bothers me more than it should, honestly. And another thing is I would really like to, like, if I'm reading a book, I feel like I could tell from the first sitting if it's going to be like a great book or like I'm like, okay, like a 3-star-ish, whatever. And if it's like giving great book, I kind of almost want to like write like, okay, from 0 to 32%, this is how I was feeling. These are my thoughts. Because I feel like I have goldfish memory and I don't ever remember like what I was thinking when I was reading things. So I kind of want to be able to put in like what, like a little bit, almost like writing notes about it, the notes. And then, you know, the next sitting, write my notes, even if it's in my phone and then I copy them in later. But then I can kind of feel like I have more of a vibe because like looking back at some of these books, I don't feel like I remember what happened. I was like, I remember this was a 4-star, but what happened? I don't really know. So moving forward, I'd like to do that. And I'd also like to just stick to one pen. That would be pretty ideal, but I can foresee the months in the future kind of being longer, more pages, just because I will be able to have more content for them versus a lot of this was like, okay, I read this 4 months ago. What did I think about it? I don't really remember, but I'll just go ahead and put in what I highlighted or just what I remember of it being a vibe. 7-year slip, lots of quotes. But yeah, I really love how this turned out. I am also working on some bullet journal things because I did buy another notebook, which you will see in my next haul that I will be starting my bullet journal journey in because I have some really fantastic ideas for that along with a lot of stickers that I hauled. And I will say in that sticker haul, I did order from Margona Suli. I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce this. And then after I filmed the haul clip, I did go and spend like $300 at her shop. So supporting small businesses. So that's everything. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments down below. I've been having a blast with this. Just coloring everything in has been so therapeutic. I have, like I said, so many more releases coming. I have 50 deco sheets that I just released in the shop, and I think another 20 some that I'm gonna probably, they're like ready, but I think I'm gonna release them not next week, but the next week, and I'm going to release some more functional items next week so that you can kind of have like a little bit of break since there was 50 deco sheets released last week. We'll link my shop down below, but thrilled. Again, I'll link everything down below. And yeah, I hope you like this video. I hope it gave you a little bit more of an in-depth look at how I do all the things. I'll also link down below how I formatted these covers and how I then send them to print if that's something that you're interested in. And I also will link the reel where I show you a hack on how to get the perfect size for every frame without measuring. I'll link that below as well. Hope you like this video. If you have any shops that you think I should be shopping from that have kind of a similar aesthetic to what I'm going for, let me know in the comments down below because I am in a shopping mood. But that's everything for this video. Thank you so much for watching and I will talk to y'all in my next video.